right, there you go. We should be good now. Should be. As we are already in the session. Thought we were already live, but I think we're live now. Someone can confirm by typing in the chat. That would be absolutely awesome. While I check myself. Okay, I think we're live. I think we're good. Welcome in, everybody. We are at the beautiful Bahrain circuit for Tier 2, as we love to see it. Major Castman putting in a 28.7 on medium tires, as he always does. Goes on the medium tires to start off the session. Let's go ahead and open up these. Com 45 having just set a lap time, and Toki going out to set her first lap time. By the way, let's just go ahead and get straight through this real quick. Welcome. Why is it not playing? Why you don't want to play? Hello? Okay. I had to restart it, apparently. Let's put the music down a little bit. Thank you, Cody. We're at Bahrain, the beautiful Bahrain International Circuit. 15 turns, 3 DRS zones, 2 really heavy braking zones. Again, your commentator is me, D-Master OG. Sorry if I sound a little out of breath, because I am. I just got done with a Tier 3 race, and it was hectic. I'm expecting this to be 10 times worse, because it's Tier 2. Worse is in more chaos. Let's get straight into it, shall we? Back into the action. That's normally not how we do things around here, guys, but that's how we're doing it right now. Mintoki doing a 6-0, nearly going all the way over the curb, getting a snap over that curb, but she's doing a really good lap time so far. I think she's going to put it provisionally on pole. Fatweed having that right now, 3/10 in front of the next car. What is Mintoki going to be able to do? She puts it P1 by 3/10 of a second, 27.7. Really good lap time from Mintoki there. First lap of the session, and it is a pretty good one at that. Sharky 505 is going to have a response. It's not going to be the pole position time, but it is going to be P9. So just about 2 positions away from the last of qualifiers right now. Fake Mano really close to this Mercedes behind of Gwenfro. Gwenfro is going to set his first lap time as well as Fake Mano. Due to lobby issues? Yeah, it was not. I kind of figured. Last name was pretty indicative. As you can see here, Fake Mando's getting a really good slipstream here from Gwenfro, and Gwenfro's just gonna set his lap time, and Fake Mano behind's gonna do a really good lap time of a 27.4 after Gwenfro set his lap time of a 28.0, going right between the McLarens. Really good lap time from Fake Mano to have a really good toe there throughout the lap. I'm sorry for your troubles, Miller. Yeah, tier 4 was a little buggy, to say the least. It was probably not the race you would have wanted. You wanted to race, but it happens. It's EA things. Man, oh man. Whew. All right. Toki's going out for another run, it looks like. She's going to do it on the same set of tires. A decent run through sector 1 and 2, and is gonna have a Alpine right in front, giving a little bit of a decent toe. She is down on her time, so she is improving by just under 1/10 of a second. Goes all the way on that curb to extend the size of the circuit, and is gonna have a good run up the hill. All the way on that curb, carrying as much speed as she can. Really good run out of the corner as well. So pretty good lap so far. Only about 3/10 behind Fake Mano, and Fake Mano did have a strong toe through the final sector. What is her middle sector going to be? About a 10th improvement. Really good job from her there. And now one final sector to go, which is basically 3 turns. Going through last corner now, gets good on the power, gets fine on the power, and is gonna set a 27.50. So that is a really good improvement on the same set of tires. Sketchy Bull setting a 27.749 in P3. So that is a good improvement from him as well. Gwenfro does not look to be on an improvement lap. Happy Lake Pies is going to go across the second sector time now. What is he going to be able to do? He is not up on a time, so he's not pushing. That is about right. As we got a bunch of people coming out of the pits now. Major Castleman being one of them. He is on soft tires. This time around. He did a 28.7 on the mediums. I don't know how much faster you're going to go on the softs, but it's going to be a pretty decent improvement. Whee! I'm going to move my fan. Turn over here. I'm sweaty. Excuse me, guys. Now that I got some cooling in, Major Castleman just set at purple middle sector, it looked like. I didn't see what time he was able to get out of the middle sector. But we're going to find out very soon, aren't we? Sketchy Bull being right in front of him. Let's see what Major Castleman is going to be able to do. Comes to the line, and he sets a 27.7. So that's going to put him right behind his teammate. Just about 200ths behind his teammate. It's going to be a good lap for Major Castleman. That's just about 2-3 tenths behind pole position. Gwenfro, actually I didn't notice, Gwenfro put it in P2 with 300ths behind Fake Man, and I don't think he had that toe. Let's see what Fake Mano is going to be able to do. He's going to have a lot of time to make up for it because of the last sector. He's not going to have the same level of slipstream. This first sector, what is he going to be able to do? It looked like a pretty decent first, second, and third turn. Now in turn 4, he goes pretty good. Gets to wait on power. Good on power. Had to wait a little bit, but just fine. 2/10 improvement in the first sector. So good improvement from Fake Mano here. This might break him into the 26s if he has a good enough lap. Let's see, is he able to get into the 26s this lap? I will try to invite you, Sebi. Let's see if I have you added. Rich Sebi, do. Am I blind or do I not have you added? I don't have you added. Unfortunate, you are not online. And I'm not going further than that. Wow, 6 thousandths slower for Sketchy Bull. That is not going to be what he would have wanted. He got a really close lap time, and he got really fast, but it's not what he would have wanted. He would have wanted pole and just another 7 thousandths, and that is going to be an unfortunate snap of oversteer for Fake Mano, and that's going to basically cost him his entire lap. That's unfortunate for the RB driver. Bouncy goes into P7 with a 27.751. Good lap time from him. What is Mr. Titan going to be doing? Looks like he isn't on a real lap right now. And we're going to have Mintoki starting another lap time here shortly. Who is on a lap? City of R. City of R is on a lap. He's about 6/10 improvement right now. And he's going to be up to about 8th or 9th place, depending on what he does. Never mind. He goes up to 6th position, splitting another Mercedes, splitting the McLaren drivers once more. And he's going to be right behind Mintoki. Super close here. The top 10 are within the same second, which is absolutely insane. Within the same half second, which is crazy, guys. This is an insanely close qualifying session, as it always is. And I don't know if the keen-eyed of you have seen yet, but I'm there. I'm in P16 right now, which is not ideal. Let's see if I can invite Sebi again, since nothing's going on track right now. You got it? Cool. Even better. I don't have to look through my friends list anymore. Alright. Mintoki invalidated on her first out on her lap. So she's gonna be burning the fuel that she's got in the car and going for another one. We've got 3 minutes left on the clock. 3 drivers out on track right now. All 3 of them being Mintoki, Gwenfro, and Com45. 2 of them in the top 5. And a lot of time to go. These guys are probably waiting for right around now to come out, as we're going to see a lot of action in this pit lane in just a moment's time. As we can see there, Ferrari, an Alfa Romeo, now an Aston Martin, all coming out of the pits. We are soon to have a full track. But I'm going to go on board with Mintoki, and we're gonna watch on board with her lap of what she's gonna be able to do in this McLaren liveried car. We're gonna see she gets a good traction out of there, mounts a curb all the way, and gets through the first sector really well through there. Let's see what she's gonna be able to do through the 4th corner. Gets on power really nice and smooth all the way out to the track edge. Is it going to be an improvement? Yes, it is, by nearly a 1/10.5. So that's a pretty good improvement there from Mintoki. What's she going to be able to do in the 2nd sector? Carries a lot of speed through the hairpin in sector 2. Goes all the way up the hill. And now to the 2nd hairpin on sector 2 and turn 9. She is going to be able to get the power down pretty well. She didn't mount the curb like last time. That's going to help her out a little bit on traction. What is her 2nd sector time going to be? These boys are fast, Midnight. These boys are almost tier 1 fast. Like Sketchy, Mintoki, Fake Mano. These guys are very quick. 3/10 is the gain for Mintoki in the 2nd sector. And this is going to be pole position if she can keep a hold of all this time. Mintoki is doing an awesome lap time. She's going to spin it out of the last corner, and that's going to lose her about a 1/10, maybe 2. What's she going to be able to do? Coming to the line, it isn't provisional pole by 1/1000th of a second. No. Oh my god. What is that? 3 people within the same 100. Wow. Holy crap. Fake Mano is now going to start his flying lap. Is he going to have enough to defend the pole position? Just ahead is Sketchy Bull and Gwenfro. Gwenfro is up on a 10th. What is Sketchy Bull going to be doing? Let's see, through the first sector time. What is Sketchy going to be doing? He is up on his time. It's not as much as Gwenfro, but he's still improving. Packets, it looks like Packets is on a lap as well. What's Packets going to be doing? Through the 2nd sector time, he is about even on his lap time, so he's gonna have to gain about a 10th, if not more, to gain all that time back. Mintoki does not look to be on a lap. Fake Mano does look to be on a lap, but he's further down. A 10th for Gwenfro. Is Gwenfro gonna take pole position? He might. He just might. A qualified Sebi and Freddy Crazy. Don't do that. Now, what is going to be the final lap time for Gwenfro? What's going to be the final lap time for Sketchy? Gwenfro almost does it, but does not get an improvement. What can Sketchy Bull pull? Through the final corner, he goes down to the line. He does a 26-1, and that's provisional pole. But Sketchy, yes, Sketchy takes pole position. Fake Mano does the same mistake as last time and gets a slide out of the final corner. And that's going to be his chances for pole done for. What's Fatweed going to be able to do? P7, that's not enough. And Comp 45 goes into the pits, and that's the end of the qualifying. What a qualifying to watch. Fake Mano almost takes pole, but Sketchy pulls it out of the last second. 3/10 gap. Back from vacation, Sketchy takes pole. Great lap time from Sketchy, honestly. Just insanely close to top 10. Wow. Alright guys, well, you're gonna see D-Master OG driving for a lap, and then we're gonna see what happens. Here's gonna be the starting grid. 2.5 tenths to Sketchy Bull from Fake Mano. And then we've got 3 people within the same thousandth. Sorry, hundredth. Crazy. Then further back, we've got City of R, Fatweed, Major Castleman. Rounding out our top 10 is going to be Bouncy and Calm, Sharky in 11th, Titan in 12th, Happy in P13. Not the greatest of qualifying for Happy there. That's actually crazy. I qualified Sebi and Freddy. And you pointed it out. Oh. I see my name. Y'all see my name over there, right? But I'm not driving. All right. Actually, I think I will drive just so my AI doesn't wreck people. But either way, we're going to watch this insanity. And if my AI kills somebody, I'm very sorry. EA things. EA things. Good job, Sketchy. Just great job, honestly. Sketchy a fraud, Sketchy to tier 1. Crazy. Sage Vaughn, shut up. That's Red Bull Racing, not RB. And I doubt that B-Dunk would ever trade me for you. Sorry to tell you. That is kind of funny though. Hope I'm not in tier 2 next season now. Hey, with how we qualified, we were like midfield here, so pretty good. Well, 5 red lights are on, and off we go, and away we go for the Bahrain Grand Prix in Tier 2. Everyone gets a pretty decent getaway. Down the inside goes Packets, around the outside goes Mentoki, and there's chaos further back. Looks like there's 3 wide all through the field. Mentoki getting squeezed in the middle, all the way off the runoff. What is going on further back? It is absolute chaos here at the start of this race. What? Absolutely crazy. I cannot take control, even if I wanted to. That's awesome. Well, that's interesting to say the least. It's fine. I'm all the way at the back with Black Ball of 15, so I don't think my AI is going to do much. Side by side, Comp 45 and Bouncy. Bouncy being a reserve up from Comp 45. Down the inside goes Mr. Titan on City of R, trying to make the position for P13 right outside of the points paying position. Side by side, Fatweed and Mentoki trying to coordinate who's going to get in front. Mentoki being the championship leader at this point, so she needs to get back up with the front guys. Gwenfro, has overtaken Packett. Packett was trying to get into P2, and now Fake Mano's in P2. Gwenfro's in P3, nearly a second away from Packett's already. Major Castleman right on the back of Packett's, and just over a second gap for Mintoki Fatweed for the P6 and P7 position. P5 is still within DRS of the leader, so these guys will be taking DRS this lap around. Packets does have DRS, even though the gap looks huge on our screen. It's only about 7/10 on their screen. And Mintoki is not having a great time here. She's losing time considerably quickly through these corners. She's holding up. Looks like Sharky is trying to make a fast move on Fatweed here. Getting a good exit out of there, nearly giving him a bump out of the corner, but had to let off probably through there. As we got Freddy going around the outside of City of R. City of R having lost a bunch of positions. Let's go ahead and look at the tires. So the top 5 are going to be on soft tires. Mintoki is on the hards. That would explain why she is losing a little bit of time. Not even in $1 million, says no. Fair enough. Toki's losing a lot of time on these hard tires. Fatweed in P7 on mediums, Sharky on mediums, Happy Like Pie's just behind both of them on soft tires, Comp 45 on mediums, Bouncy back onto the soft tires. KDM and Mr. Titan holding out our last point paying positions and our P13/P11 spot. Oh, big slide for Fatweed, and it looks like there might have been a little bit of debris. Fatweed goes all the way down to P10. Is this going to be P11? Maybe. Comp 45 is going to have the inside. Fatweed around the outside. Is Comp 45 going to have the better run out of the corner? No, Fatweed does. And Fatweed's actually going to try to make a move done on Sharky. Now they're going 3 wide into turn 1. Who's going to make it into turn 1 first? Fatweed goes deep into the brakes, and he does make the corner, and he does get the position. Double overtake for Fatweed. Absolutely beautiful stuff from the McLaren driver of Fatweed. Awesome racing there. Further back, I think we got the Williams driver of Rich Sebi not having a lot of fun, and he is struggling side by side with the Ferrari of Sharky and Comp 45. Sharky are on the outside, now turns to the inside, but Comp 45 keeps it on the outside, now has the inside. Sharky's still trying to keep it around the outside, and Fatweed's going to be a blockade for Sharky. What is going on now? Around the outside goes Comp 45 of Fatweed. Fatweed takes the inside, and that's going to be the position kept for Fatweed, and now Comp 45 gets a little bit of a nudge through the corner. Sharky is going to have a better run through the corner as Comp 45 went wide, and they're nearly going 3 wide into the corner. Around the outside goes KDM of Sharky. Did not make the move stick, and now he's getting pressured by the other Aston Martin of Bouncy. What is going on in this mid-pack, guys? Oh my god, I need water. That was insane. Incredible racing from these guys to keep it pretty clean. Nobody made any real contact, no crashes. And it looks like maybe Comp 45 is going to make a move down on Fatweed, and there's going to be a move on Sharky as well. KDM's going to go on the inside. Fatweed's going to try to keep the inside, but he doesn't. He does keep the position, but now KDM keeps the position on Bouncy. Now it's 2x2 for the P10 position. P9 position, Fatweed goes on the inside of KDM. We're 3 wide, guys. There is not a lot of room here. Now trying to hold the inside is Sharky. What is going on? There's a little bit of debris there, it looked like. Now Sharky keeps the inside, still side by side with Bouncy for the P11 position, and now he has to give it up. Now he's no longer in that fight for P11, but down in the inside goes Freddy on Sharky. Freddy trying to get this power down, but it does not happen, and he is still behind Sharky even after that very nice move into turn 9. Wow. You broke your wheel, says Sebi? Crazy. Who asked? Continuing on. Wow. Absolutely insanity. Alright, Happy Like Pies has gotten in front of Mintoki. He is on the soft tires. It is lap number 5. Lap number 4 for these guys. Now going on to lap number 5. Mintoki on the hard tires. She's gonna hope that Happy pulls her along. Now down the inside goes Fatweed on Com 45. Is Fatweed gonna have the move done? Yes, he does. KDM tries to sneak down the inside as well. Now KDM's gonna try to make a switchback work to get a better run out of the corner. Uses his DRS, and he's gonna take the inside line, but Com 45 says, nope, you're not taking that position. Further back, we've got Sharky trying to go down the inside of Freddy, but does not work. And now Sharky's down under pressure from Bouncy, and Bouncy has to relinquish the position since he does have front wing damage. You can see it right there on his right end plate. It looks like he does not have it. There you go. Very clear picture. Bouncy with front wing damage. That's going to be unfortunate for him. It doesn't look like anybody else is holding front wing damage at the time being. His team principal just ahead behind Fatweed. Not having too much fun either, as we have a spinner of Black Balla. Interesting. If my AI gets points in this race, would the points go to McLaren or Red Bull? Just a question. Absolutely insanity. These front 4 guys have not gotten enough appreciation. Sorry, front 5 guys. Red Bull says edge. Down the inside goes Major Castleman on packets. What a move. Good thing I swapped to these guys just as I did. These guys haven't switched positions in a while. These guys are being very patient, very good on their tires, very good on their race strategy. Let's just go ahead and put this back down. Red Bull. I think I should just be disqualified, just in my opinion, but I doubt I'll be getting points 20 seconds back. As long as these guys don't kill each other, I think we'll be okay. Black Balla has retired from the session. I wish I could do the same, but I cannot take control, so suck to suck, guys. Oh my goodness, KDM is right on the back of Com 45, nearly sniffing his gearbox, trying to make sure it's working right, doing all the upshifts correctly, and really close to them is Freddy Roselle as well. So these guys are very close to each other. They have a lot of confidence to get within half a car length to less of each other's bumpers and rear wings. They're not bumpers. Absolutely insanity. Fatweed just about in front this train. Trying to carry them along, trying to go up closer to Mintoki and Happy. Mintoki just towing along of Happy. They have pulled away from the rest of the field, but they're not really pulling away from, or not pulling back to these guys. Wow, what just happened there? There's a little bit of contact, and now Major Castleman has gotten in front of Gwenfro. There's a spinner behind. It looks like Packets lost it in the last turn, and now he's going to be right with Mintoki and Happy Like Pies, just in front of them, but still, that he has been relinquished down to the second pack of points, and it is actually crazy that this is just a pack up to the points. Everybody within P8 to P14 is, sorry, 15 is within a pack. So really good stuff from these guys. Really good racing. And the top 4 are now more singulared. The top 6 are on soft tires, including Happy, who is 6 seconds back. Happy and Packets are 6 seconds back. Gwenfro just on the back of, just off the back of Major Castleman. Sketchy Bull is right in front of them. Fake Mano just a bit further ahead, as Com 45 had a little bit of a struggle to get that power down. He lost a couple of positions. He's now down to 15th. He's moved his teammate Bouncy up into 12th. And just continuing on. Fatweed is still defending from this pack. KDM is now going to have the outside line, and he's going to get the position done. Down the inside goes Freddy Roselle, and is he going to make the move stick on a Williams as well? No, he doesn't. Down the outside goes Fatweed. Fatweed tries to get a switchback done on Freddy, but it does not work out in his favor. Freddy still has DRS, and he has a good run out of the corner, and I don't think he's going to be able to get that move done. But is Freddy going to be aggressive, and he's going to try to go around the outside of KDM? He does not get the traction he needs or the run out of the corner that he needs, so he's going to relinquish that position for the time being. KDM now up to P8, Freddy in P9, and now Fatweed is in P10. Just up the field, we got Mintoki on the back of Packets, on the back of Happy Like Pies. Happy Like Pies doing a really good job too. Get in front of Packets, and Mintoki is just sitting back trying to reserve her tires as she knows that there is a long race to go. She has another 10 laps before she even thinks about pitting. These guys are already thinking about going into the pits. The earliest I would expect these soft runners to come in is right about 9 or 10. So next lap or the lap after. Side by side goes Sketchy Bull and Major Castleman. Fake Mano just behind, going around the outside of Sketchy Bull. What a move for those guys. Gwenfro even takes the position on Sketchy Bull, and Sketchy doesn't have any DRS, so that is horrible for Sketchy, and he's going to be relinquished all the way down to P4 from P1, and he might, oh, disconnected. Oh, okay. Okay, I invite as fast as possible, Sketchy. I want to see it fight. He's not even in my team. Get me in trouble if you want. Sketchy, get online. I need you to get online, Sketchy. We need to see this. I can't have you losing. You're already off the back end. It doesn't even matter. Oh, unfortunate. Let's do it. Let's try it again. Just because I want Sketchy to get back in here as fast as possible. Run for Happy, J in. Sketchy. I don't even have you added, apparently. No, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate, Sketchy, but further on we will go. Mintoki has lost another position, and she's already down behind Fatweed, her teammate in the McLaren. Unfortunate for her. Happy Like Pies, and she must have made a mistake. Something must have happened. Now Mintoki's gonna go in front of Fatweed. I guess Fatweed knows that the alternate strategy is already faster, as we have Sketchy Bull coming into the pits. Sketchy's AI is coming into the pits. Same with Freddy. Freddy comes into the pits, as we're gonna have a switcheroo of a couple of people. Mintoki getting past KDM on the main straight, as we have Sketchy Bull and Freddy Rezel coming out of the pits on new hard tires. And that is going to be a unfortunate and fortunate thing for Sketchy. He's not going to have the pace to keep up with them. But if he does reconnect it within the next minute or so, he's going to be on new tires. So he's going to have to, he doesn't have to pit. Of course, he didn't pit on his own accord, but it's still going to be an interesting reflex, I guess. DMasterOG_123. That is my EA. DMasterOG_123. Man, oh man, oh man. Now, the top three have been separated from the rest of the field. As Sketchy Bull adds me. I'm sorry, guys. I need it. Oh, okay. I need to have Sketchy in here. It's too good of a fight. There you go, Sketchy. You got an invite. Now, the leaders have come into the pits. Packets did not come into the pits. Neither did Mintoki. That is expected. But the leaders have come into the pits. And up front is Major Castleman. He is now in P7 on track. Oh my goodness, Sketchy lost so much time because of that. Fake Mano is now in P8 on track. 9 is Gwenfro. Happy Like Pies just got out of his pit box, and he's going to be right side by side with Freddy Roselle and Happy Like Pies is not gonna have that position done. Fatweed is gonna be side by side with Sketchy Bull, and he is gonna have newer tires. Fatweed is gonna have newer tires than Sketchy, but Sketchy just regained control of his car, and I feel that, Sketchy. Trust me, I feel that. Side by side with Fatweed down the inside. Ballsy move from Sketchyville there. What a place to make it too. Gwenfro is still trying to keep on the back of City of R, trying to keep on the back of Major Castleman as they are pushing as fast as they can to warm up these tires and get the undercut on everybody else. KDM, City of R, Mr. Titan, and Sharky are all on the medium tires. They aren't really in the fight for the lead, but Packet is about to come into the pits. Mintoki still has another couple of laps to come into the pits. Let's see. Ooh, just barely stopped it in time. And now Packet is going to go onto a set of hard tires. Same with KDM, same with City of R, same with Mr. Titan. And actually, Sharky stays out for another lap. So that's just only going to give the Major Castleman, Gwenfro, Fake Mano pack a little bit more room to maneuver, more clean air in front of him. And Fake Mano actually got passed by Gwenfro on that previous lap that I did not notice. And side by side, we're going Happy Like Pies and Freddy Roselle, and just behind them comes out Packets. Packets came out with a really good view of that fight. Now he's going to try to stay with the back of these guys to keep with them and see where he can sort himself out. He's just about 10 seconds back from Fake Mano, Gwenfro, and Major Castleman, who already have pitted and they did the undercut, but that was after Packets had already spun. Unfortunate for him. Sketchy Bull just on the back of these guys as well, and he's gonna be hoping to make up a lot of positions, especially after his game disconnected him, and there's nothing he could have done. Unfortunate. And then there's my AI just running in the back for no reason. I don't know what he's doing. Don't worry about him, guys. Mintoki doing a really good job so far. Sharky doing a really good job so far. And Sharky is probably going to come into the pits this lap, I would assume. Let's see what they're gonna do. Does not come into the pits. All right, so they're gonna stay out on a couple more laps, but Major Castleman is already there. Major Castleman is 2/10 from getting DRS, and he's going to get DRS within probably 4 corners, 2 corners, never mind. All right, so Major Castleman's not going to get DRS this time around. Gwenfro does still have DRS, same with Fake Mano. And they are all three just charging forward as fast as they can. Sharky is just in the way at this point of the front runners on an alternate strategy. There's technically nothing wrong, but Major Castleman is now going to get a very, very nice slipstream and DRS from Sharky, and Gwenfro is going to have to try to get with him. Keep with him. There's a spun Com 45 at the exit of turn 4, and now Sharky's going down the inside, going around the outside goes Major Castleman, and Gwenfro needs to make a move stick very quickly, and he does make that move stick around the outside of Sharky in this next right-hander, and the next right-hander is Fake Mano gonna have to do it. No, he doesn't. He stays pretty patient for the next right-hander, and now he's gonna go down to the second to last straight until the main straight. Now going into the last corners, and Fake Mano gets a little bit of a slide through the final corner, but that's alright. He still gets DRS. Gwenfro still gets DRS, and so does Major Castleman. Just about 9 seconds of clean air now in front. It's the pit distance is about 20 seconds, so Sharky's gonna come out just about behind this entire pack. Side by side, City of R and KDM are gonna go for the P10 position. KDM makes the moves. Sorry, City of R makes a move stick on KDM very nicely. City of R is now up into P8. P10. Package is now in P9 with a 3-second time penalty. Our first 3-second time penalty of the entire race, everybody. Really, really interesting stuff. Mintoki still having to pit is losing about a second and a half a lap. 2 seconds a lap because she's on 10 laps older tires. Absolutely crazy, guys. Now, Major Castleman is in the provisional lead of the race. 2 people are right behind him, Fake Mano and Gwenfro. Any of these 3 guys can win this race today. I certainly believe that. Further back, Freddie Razzle is still trying to close up that gap, but it is not working. They're actually about the same gap, or increased by about a second. Happy Like Pies is in P6, Fatweed in P7, Sketchy Bull in P8 after an unfortunate disconnect, Packets in P9 after an unfortunate spin on his own, City of R in P10, and KDM in P11. Mr. Titan rounding out our points paying positions provisionally. 14 laps left to go. Halfway through this race, absolute chaos and calamity is still yet to come, everybody. Don't miss out on it. Don't go anywhere. Tier 1's only about 30 minutes away. And we're not even done with this yet. Awesome view here. Packets making a move on Fatweed. Didn't even catch it, but we saw it happen. Let's see who is our biggest winner and loser. Freddie Roselle currently being our biggest winner from P18 all the way up to P5. Second biggest winner is going to be Major Castleman, going down from P8 all the way to P2 right now. He is within a shot to win, as we see Freddie getting a little snappy. Happy Lake Pie is also up 7 positions from P13, where his teammate is almost at. Biggest loser in this race is going to have to go to Sketchy Bull with his disconnect, an unfortunate moment. And Packets being our second/4th, tied with third actually with Bouncy. Second would be City of R, as City of R is down 5 positions from P6. Side by side going Gwenfro and Major Castleman. Really good racing here between these guys. Gwenfro does not have the DRS, but he does kind of have the track position. How Major Castleman going around the outside, Gwenfro holding the inside, giving each other just enough room. Now Gwenfro holds the inside line for the S's. What is Gwenfro going to do? He relinquishes the position, and he's going to go behind for now. Third position for Gwenfro. Second position for Major Castleman. Really good performance from the Alpine of Major Castleman today. On another league, these guys are. Gwenfro, Fake Mano, and Major Castleman are all doing a really fantastic job. 10 seconds ahead of Happy Like Pies and Freddie Roselle. Absolute monsters. Yep, Happy's up to 5th. I found it crazy that we had that many people in a DRS room. 4 points. All of them were in a DRS room. Crazy. And Toki just about 7.5 ahead. Not too far off. She might come out in front of the Fatweed pack if she stays out another couple of laps. Freddy and Sketchy Bull fighting it out for P5 for the time being. Happy Like Pie is being relegated down to P7. Sketchy Bull now down the inside of Freddy Roselle making a little bit of contact. Now Sketchy's on the inside. Is Sketchy going to keep his foot in it? Yes, he does, and there's contact. A little bit of contact between Sketchy and Freddy, and that's not going to be what either of them would have wanted. Now Sketchy Bull had to relinquish that position, and Happy Like Pies had to probably check up a little bit since they had a little bit of collision and went wide into that corner. Now Sketchy's going to have to try it again into the main straight more than likely. What they're doing, I don't know, but it's pretty cool. Is Mintoki gonna come in this lap? No, she does not. She stays out for another lap. I think she would come in maybe next lap or 20. Either way for soft tires at this point. I feel like this hard soft strategy is a good strategy. You could go either hard soft or soft hards, but I like the hard softs. It's a little bit of pain in the first half, and then you get into the groove, and you're probably a little bit better off. As we have a spinner of Fatweed. Fatweed spins it on turn 1. That's going to be an unfortunate time for him. Is he going to have a safe rejoin back onto the track? He does rejoin safely. He doesn't get in anybody's way. And that is going to be P13 for Mr. Fatweed. Unfortunate for him. Still, provisionally, Mintoki's holding off a really good pace right now. Mano, Gwenfro, and Major Castleman are within DRS train, trying to move forward and catch back, or move forward as much as possible. I don't think they're going to catch back up to Mintoki on an alternate strategy, but Mintoki actually comes into the pits with me right in front of her. Please don't hold up my teammate. Don't do it. Soft tires for Mintoki. Oh no. Side by side, Major Castleman and Fake Mano going side by side, and it looks like Mintoki got out in front of me in the pits of my car, so that is a very good sign. Is Mintoki gonna get out in front of the pack of KDM and City of R? KDM does get in front of her, but it doesn't look like City of R did. Let's see further back at that battle real quick. Mintoki is now getting pressured by City of R. City of R looked down the inside, did not make the move stick, but Mintoki does have softer tires, not warmer tires like City of R does. City of R tried to make the move stick, but did not get so. KDM is now going to go, is now the next target of Mintoki, goes wide into the next corner, and Mintoki gets a better run through the corner. Is Mintoki going to have a move down the inside of this next corner? No, she does not. She's going to stay patient on the softer rubber. She's going to be ready for that mistake to happen, and or the main straight where she's going to get DRS, and that's going to be that. 10 laps left. 10 laps left, everybody. Really good job from all three of these guys, especially Gwenfro moving up from tier 3. I want to give a quick shout to my boy Gwenfro. Awesome job he's doing right now. Going 3 wide into the corner, all the way around the outside, making a little bit of contact, it looked like, with Fake Mano. And now Major Castleman's going to have a little bit of a lead. Is he going to be able to pull away from these guys? Fake Mano now overtakes Gwenfro one more time. Is Fake Mano going to be able to stick with Major Castleman? It looks like Major Castleman might start pushing here with the gap being so big. He might be able to get outside of the DRS. Now, Sketchable is about 8 seconds back from this front battle. Mintoki is about 2 seconds back from Happy Like Pies in P7. So she's going to want to catch back up to this pack and start working her way back forward. She did get past KDM and almost broke him out of DRS. That is a good thing to note. Really, really good stuff from him. Freddy Razzle is still putting pressure on Sketchy Bull. Freddy up 13 positions. Sketchy having an unfortunate start, getting pole position and losing positions because of it. And his disconnect. That was not fun. But he's still doing a really good job to recover from it. Let's be real here. He is in P4 right now. Now Gwenfro goes down the inside of Fake Mano. Now going to put himself up into P2. Sketchy Bull is in P4, as I was saying. He is doing a really good job to recover from it, as he was, I'm pretty sure, last at one point. Which is really, really unfortunate. Mintoki setting the fastest lap of the race on medium tires, a 30.140. It's a good lap time, just about a second, 2 seconds off, 3 seconds off of qualifying, which they still have a couple of laps worth of fuel. And you probably don't want to be pushing that hard on medium tires that you want to go to the end on. Really, really good stuff from all of these guys. Honestly, all these guys deserve a high level of respect, regardless of what they do. These guys are racing really cleanly today. Sharky and Bouncy and Fatweed is also involved in here. Bouncy going around the outside of Bouncy now. These guys are having a really good battle. 3 people fighting for the last 2 points paying positions. Batweed now going down the inside, holding that. There's contact, and they go into the wall, and 2 cars are stuck in the wall. They have to reverse out of it, and there's a little bit of front wing stuck into the wall, and Bouncy and Fatweed are both in the wall. A 10-second time penalty for Bouncy, sorry, for Fatweed for colliding with Bouncy, and now that's going to relegate them down to P13 and 14. Did I have to say something here? Did I? That is insane. I had to say that they were racing cleanly, that they were racing good, and then they do that. Insanity. All right. Still on the back of Sketchy Bull. Freddy Razzle is still trying to keep as much pressure as possible, trying to pull away from Packets and Mintoki as they are pulling back a little bit of time by time around. All right, we're good. Furthermore, KDM is still trying to defend from City of R. P9 and P10 for these guys respectively. Our biggest winner is still Freddy Razzle, 13 positions up. Major Castleman is 7 positions up at the moment. Wenfro 3, Happy and KDM up 5 positions. And I've gained a position, guys. Oh, Swapperoonie on the main straight for Freddy Razzle and Mintoki and Packets. Mintoki now being the leader of that pack. Who's in? Oh, it's Fatweed. It's Fatweed behind me. Unfortunate Fatweed, I'm sorry. That is just what happens. Just EA things, guys. Just EA things, Midnight. Still really good racing from these guys. P4 is being chased down now by 5 people, as Packets and Happy and Mintoki have caught back up to Sketchy and Freddy. Now this is going to be a fight for P4. The back end of the points. Never mind. Freddy has lost it really badly into that corner. And Happy takes a 3-second time penalty for it, trying to avoid the the Red Bull racing car that was spun on the right hand side. Mintoki now moved up to P5, Sketchable in P4, Packets in P6. Now Mintoki is going to take the P4 position from Sketchable, and Sketchy has no real answer to it for the time being. Now, is that going to happen next time around? That might be a different story. We'll see. Mintoki doing a really good recovery job here from the alternate strategy. Everybody around her on the hard tires. She's the only medium tire in the entire field, other than Bouncy, who is on softs, but he had a pit for a front wing, so doesn't really count. Everybody else is on new tires. She is on, or sorry, used hard tires, and she is on new mediums. I don't think she's going to be able to catch the 6 seconds of Fake Mano, as that is a very big gap in 5 laps that she has to catch, but anything can happen, really. Gwenfro and Major Castleman still about 3 seconds ahead of Fake Mano here, fighting for the lead, and if they keep fighting, it might not go the way they wanted to. Because Mintoki is going to be catching very quickly, and Sketchy Bull actually realized this, and he's used a lot of his pace to keep up, and Packets does not have the same pace advantage that these guys do. Packets has lost out to DRS from Sketchy Bull and Mintoki. Happy Like Pie's just behind as well, not having DRS. City of Art just behind, not having DRS of the car in front. But Freddy Roselle going down the inside of City of Art, now moving himself up to P9. P8, moving City of Art down to P9. Is City of Art gonna have him move down on the inside? No, he does not. KDM is in P10. Sharky in P11. Mr. Titan in P12. Fat Weed's gonna come into the pits, and I don't think he's gonna finish this race, to be honest with you. He's gonna go on to medium tires and change his front wing after serving a 10-second time penalty. Unfortunate. Mintoki having gained a second on that lap. Maybe it was Fake Mano losing a second as well. Fake Mano is now down to 4.5 seconds to the gap to the leaders, and Mintoki is down to 4.4 seconds to the gap to Mintoki. Really good stuff from Mintoki here to push up to these guys. We can see Sketchable is just saving his battery, saving his pace for the end of the race. We've still got 2 more laps to go, 3 more laps to go after they cross the line. Excuse my first assumption. I don't know how to count. City of Art did get past Freddy. Just up the road is going to be Happy Like Pies. Let's see. Any interesting battles here? No. Gwenfro and Major Castleman. Just behind them is going to be Bouncy's lapped vehicle. Bouncy is all the way down in P14. Still has a decent chance at getting a point if anything happens, but it's going to be an unlikely. He's giving it a good wiggle there behind the leaders. He's just doing a swerve. Yeah, I think he understands that he's not fighting with the leaders, so that's smart. That is smart. Actually, what happened here? Sketchy Bull is still on the back of Mintoki, but Mintoki's now 3 seconds back from Fake Mano, and Fake Mano's just losing more and more time to these guys. Fake Mano is probably a second a lap slower, so Mintoki has 3 more laps, 2.5 more laps to get this done, and she might be able to. Just might. She has to make something magical stick, but that's Sketchy out of the equation. Sketchy is left once more. He has been disconnected, and that is very, very unfortunate from the guy who just got back from vacation. Unfortunate for Sketchy Bull there. And let me send him a quick request to join if he's on here. Yeah. Either way, unfortunate for Sketchy here. He's no longer going to be fighting for P4. That's going to be stuck for Mintoki. How many positions is Sketchy Bull going to lose on this 2 laps run? I don't know. I think he might go all the way down to P10. Oh, he's already rejoined. So this is actually might be not as bad as we think. No way. There's no way. Yeah, you should retire. You should retire. It put you in the pits? That's crazy. Why would it pit you? For softs. I would be pissed. I would be actually upset. 1.5 seconds, Mintoki to Fake Mano. Can Mintoki do it? She is pushing like mad. Mintoki is there. 3/10 from getting DRS on Fake Mano. Can Mintoki take DRS on the final lap and take the final podium position? This is the closest battle on track other than the City of Our battle. And now there's a stranded Aston Martin on the left-hand side, and it looks to be the Aston Martin of Bouncy trying to knock it in the way of the leader's fight. That is a good idea. 1/10 is the difference between Fake Mano and Mintoki. Fake Mano using all the battery he has. Mintoki using all of the battery she has. And now Mintoki does have the DRS. Is it enough? Mintoki puts on the power, does have DRS down the main straight. Is this going to be enough? One more lap to go. Gwenfro in Major Castleman are battling in turn 1. Major Castleman giving it a little bit of a squeeze to Gwenfro. And he does. Major Castleman has the speed and has the DRS. What is going to happen with Mintoki and Fake Mano? Fake Mano still ahead of Mintoki here. Very, very close racing between these guys. Very, very close to the line. They're going to have to fight it. And they're both about the same ERS levels. They're very different tire levels. But who's going to be able to get the position on the final lap? Who's going to be able to keep the position? 50% for Mintoki. 40% for Mano. Who's going to be able to keep the final podium position? Is it going to be Mintoki? Is it going to be Fake Mano? Mintoki's using a little bit of battery, using that DRS. Is she going to send a move around the outside? No, she doesn't. Turns off the battery. Makes a really good move. Gwenfro is now in the lead of the race. Who's going to be able to take the win? Who's going to be able to take the final P3 position? This is absolute chaos, everybody. We're going to have a fight for all the podium positions here. And now Major Castleman is going to go on the inside of Gwenfro. Gwenfro's going to use all of his battery. And Major Castleman's going to use all of his battery. And a drag race to the line. 13 thousandths. And Mintoki takes P3 from Mano. Mano takes P4. And Packets is gonna be the first oh my goodness. Fake Mano loses the podium on the final corner after going super wide. That might be controversial, I don't know, but Gwenfro, absolute maniac, doing a great job to win the race by 13 18,000. What a drag race to the line, everybody. What a race. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I didn't even look through the rest of the field. Packets in P5, Freddy in P6, Happy in P7, KDM in P8, City of R in P9, Sharky in P10, Sketchy Bull all the way down to 11th, unfortunate, and Mr. Titan getting our last points paying positions. Oh, that is wild. Wild, wild, wild. Great, great run from all those guys. Great racing from all of them. Mintoki, absolute killer out there. Great, great stuff. Wow. Just wow. Oh. Insane race, guys. Congratulations to Gwenfro. Congratulations. Holy jeez. I have 3 message requests. Christ. What happened during that race? Masterclass by Gwenfro there. Absolutely cooked. Master at defending. Just played that to perfection with Major Castleman in P2. Great, great stuff. Great job, everybody. Absolutely wonderful race. I have nothing else to say. Wow. Actually, unbelievable like this. As y'all saw there, fastest lap was for Sketchy Bull right at the end, 28.6, and everybody who already did their final points, position, finish, whatever you want to call it. I have a headache after that. That was crazy. Thank you guys so much for being here. Remember to like the stream, like the video, and we'll catch you in tier 1 because that's already live. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your night.